What's going on, y'all? This 85 Sports Talk, and I'm right back at y'all with the fight predictions for the Madrimov versus Crawford fight tomorrow. And man, I can't say, man, I am like super excited, and I've been patiently waiting for this. I'm just beyond happy uh, that this fight is finally here, man. You know, the weigh-ins was today. Everything on point. Um, One thing I want to say real quick is not trying to like hype this up or this card. Like, this the best card I've seen in years. Like, honestly, from top to bottom. Um, yeah, man, it's just stacked, man. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheik and Eddie Hearn, man. Making these fights happen. It looked like um, boxing is in a great space with the Turkey. Just giving the bag, man, and being a genuine fan of boxing and trying to make the sport grow to where it should be. And slowly but surely, it's gonna be there because he is making the fights happen. So I just want to get started with the first fight at Andy Cruz versus Moran. Man, this is gonna be a decent test for Andy Cruz. The 2020 gold medalist, very prestigious, incredible amateur background, fighting in his fourth fight. It's crazy because he's basically ranked in the top 10 already, and rightfully so. All across the board, top 10, making this step closer. I feel like he'll be fighting for a title next year at the pace he's at. First fight out the gate, 10-rounder. He fighting Moran, a guy with 30 wins, 6 losses. So, he fighting a guy that's very experienced, but at the same time, Andy Cruz got hell of experience too with his big amateur pedigree. And yeah, man, this gonna be, this is the start. That's the first fight. An incredible fight to watch, and I'm definitely keeping my eye on Andy Cruz because he definitely he rises to stardom. It's gonna be quick. I think he'll be fighting for a title within his 6th or 7th fight, maybe earlier. This is 4th fight, so I'm thinking the next couple fights he'll probably be fighting for a title. Granted, how the landscape of the lightweight division shapes out, and I got Andy Cruz by stoppage. His last performance on the Devin Haney Regis Prograis undercard was phenomenal. And shout out to him, coming to America, getting in that good work with Bozy over there in Philly. He getting that mode and that Philly mode, and it's just gonna be a big, huge problem, for the for the division he in, to come, man, in years to come. So, I'm definitely on the lookout for him. I ain't even on the lookout. It's just a matter of time before, he started getting them big fights. Hopefully he started getting the bigger fights within. I think he already for a title. So showed me enough, even in the 3 fights. And next we got Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Martin Bakole. This is definitely gonna be a great match for Jared, man. Jared, he been up and down, with his performances. He put on a great performance last time. But it's time to, step up and, become that next great heavyweight in America, man. You gotta put on, also an Ohio native from, coming from Toledo. So Gotta definitely, represent for the Ohio people for sure. And Barcole, man, he is gonna be a tough competitor. 21 win, one loss, I believe, 15 knockouts. Knocked out 3 of his last 5 opponents. So definitely got to be careful with him. Jared, this is 17th fight. He got 15 knockouts. I mean, this is 18th fight. He's 17 in, 15 knockouts, 0 losses. So he he got that power, man. But he's been stepping up the competition. So that's what we all want to see. I feel like his promotion team wasn't really backing him like that. That's just my opinion. He had his personal troubles going on, and they was too focused on that instead of promoting him. So we'll see what happens with that, man. I got Jared. I don't know, man. I want to say I think he'll get the decision in this. It's hard to say if he'll get the KO, man, but he looked razor sharp. He looked focused, and that's what I want to see. Because a focused Jared Anderson is a scary Jared Anderson. And, that all that potential, man, we going to see if, he going to put on that performance that, I know he can put on. And good luck to him, tomorrow night. We got Andy Ruiz, Jarrell Miller. Andy Ruiz, he haven't fought. It's been a while, man. So I'm interested to see how, how he has stepped up his game. And, it's probably going to be a little ring rust, but, as he beat AJ. So you can't take that away from him. He definitely wasn't focused in the rematch. I think he got too big for his britches and, took the L, and he lost to Luis Ortiz too, So Jarrell Miller, he coming off of his first loss with Daniel Dubois. He was definitely out of shape, clearly. He said he's been working hard in training camp. Lost 40 pounds. That's great news to hear, because I do think that can be a good fight. I'm a edge out Andy Ruiz in this one, because Andy Ruiz is a hell of a boxer, man. When he focused, getting it, getting down to it, man, he could do his thing. And I got Andy Ruiz winning in I'll say decision. And you got David Morrell going against Roglic. I don't know if I'm definitely might not be saying the name right, but David Morrell, man, I see what he doing, man. He on Benavidez heels, man. This is his first fight at light heavyweight. He like the interim belt holder at WBA. Super middleweight. This is for a vacant title, WBA, light heavyweight. This is 11 fight, man. David Morrell is a hell of a talent, man. I'm very excited to see him. See what he bring, and that light heavyweight division is looking like it was in the 90s. It got Benavidez, Morrell there. Beterbiev and Bivol about to, get it on for all the marbles, man. It looked like in October, so I'm gonna pick Morrell winning by KO in that one for sure. He hungry, man. Young, hungry lion. So we gonna see what happened. Then we got the co-main, Pitbull, Cruz versus Rayo, Jose Venezuela. Venezuela, he avenged the horrible decision loss from the judges to Chris Colbert with one of the best knockouts I've seen in the last 10 years, man. You got to go check it out if you can. Colbert versus Venezuela, man. It was a hell of a knockout. And the boxing world was happy for him, man, because he definitely got robbed in that fight. But it's gonna be a tall task, fighting Pitbull, man. Pitbull he a hell of a fighter. He don't back down. He keep coming, and you know he just gonna keep coming. So he defended his WBA junior welterweight title. You know he beat Rowley in March 30th for that with a KO. Very impressive. So we gonna see what happens with that, and I truly think the winner of that gonna fight Tank next. All that Shakur shit is gonna wait. I'm not even really getting in the mix of that. So I got Pitbull by KO. I just think he's just too much. And with the main event, man, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Israel Madrimov, you know, for the WBA super welterweight title. You know, Bud first fight at 154. Madrimov defending his title for the first time. Bud moving up in his 4th weight class, you know, to continue to make history. He chasing greatness. You know, as he go on this journey to get to undisputed for the 3rd time. I'm just here for it, man. History. I'm witnessing history. So I'm just excited to be a part of history. This is going to be one hell of a fight. You know, Madrimov, I didn't know too much about him, but I definitely was studying his fights. He's definitely one hell of a fighter. You know, that amateur background, you know, he got not a lot of wins, but he got a lot of pedigree. He got a lot of grit. He got a lot of dog in him. And I think this is just the perfect fight for Bud, you know, to get himself back together. He's also the for the interim WBO, you know, I think he'll be fighting for undisputed very soon here. You know, I got Bud by stoppage in 10th or 11th round, man. Let's get it. I'm gonna be back with y'all with the fight recap. And again, man, shout out to the best card I've seen in years. And shout out to everybody supporting. Hit the like button, subscribe, and shout out Corporate Light. We here, man. We gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep bringing that content. I'm gonna be back at y'all tomorrow with the recap, man. I'm out. Peace.